Hi Leute und willkommen zurück zu Wuthering Race 2.6. Wir machen weiter mit der Main Story und wir sollen jetzt zur Säuselstadt. Und ich bin doof. Warum habe ich gedacht, dass ich so viele Sonnenblumenmats brauche? Ich habe schon wieder an Genshin gedacht. Weil in Genshin brauchst du ja für Level 1 nach 90 180 irgendwie um den Dreh. Irgendwelche Pflanzenzeugs immer fürs Leveln. Aber das kostet ja hier gar nicht so viel. Zumal ich so nicht auf Level 90 level. Das passiert, wenn man an frühen Morgen zwischen 4:30 und 9 schon am Zocken ist. 5:30.
The Wastelands.
Er wird doch gleich noch böse, oder?
I never imagined that after 4 years I would return to this place under such circumstances.
How did this place get like this?
This is where the dark tide started 16 years ago. The fact that this empty shell still stands is a miracle in itself.
Does this mean if we fail to stop the dark tide, Septimont too will...
Warriors, do not let fear stand in our way. The untarnished glory of Septimont stands behind us. The devastation that befell Murmur's town 16 years ago will never be repeated. Because now, we are here. The Sovereign won't make things easy for us. Any rash action before we can confirm its location and status would be unwise.
Your command is our duty, Your Excellency. We will deploy anchor stones around Murmur's town, and I'll personally see that the perimeter stays undisturbed.
Yes. This will trap Sovereign inside the town. Good. Proceed as planned, Avidius. Now then. It falls to us to track down the Sovereign's whereabouts, Rover. Time is short, so keep your guard up! Those hollow figures do not be fooled by their stillness. Though they were once our own. Brave gladiators, loyal citizens of Septimont. The dark tide not only twisted their minds, it also raised their corpses and mark my words, it will pay for this malevolence. You take the upper area, Rover. I'll take the lower one. If you spot any signs of the Sovereign, or run into trouble, let me...
This place is too quiet. No trace of the Sovereign anyway. Hey, Wuling. Can you help me track down the Sovereign?
You got it. Give me a sec to scan things. Sorry, boss. The frequencies around you are all over the place. This Sovereign's a slippery eel, eating up every little frequency like it's popcorn. Now the Tethys system's got nothing to work with. It's playing hide and seek with us on purpose. What trouble? Hold on. What if you bring me some pure dark tide frequency? Maybe Tethys can use it to track down something with a similar frequency.
Understood. Abby? Abby?
What's going on? Ugh, I'm so sleepy. Ugh, the dark, spooky stuff I ate earlier is still gurgling in my belly.
Sorry to hear that. But if my clever, brave, stylish, and sweet Abby could help me out, that'd be amazing.
Aw, you're making me blush. Okay. Your best buddy Abby's on the job. Go.
So, that thing we tangled with before has gone into hiding around. I need your help to sniff it out.
Yeah, easy peasy. You know I have a good nose for search.
Find anything?
The whole place smells like a dumpster fire. And that monster, I can't tell where it is exactly. The scent's all muddled. There's something weird over there.
Is that a waystone? I've seen those back in Septimont City. They're like signposts for Outlanders.
All right, let's check it out.
This the one?
Yep, this is it.
Its right arm is missing. Isn't it supposed to be pointing in that direction?
I guess. It wouldn't be a waystone if it didn't show the way. Hey, something just flew by that way. It's that muddled scent again. Come on. Look, it stopped over there.
It's gone. Is it hiding among those strange statues over there?
Wait, are they singing?
They must be the hollow figures Augusta mentioned. And that song. No. Maybe I can split off the Dark Tide's influence.
Steht im Weg.
Watch out!
Hopefully this helps. It worked.
Nope. That troublemaker's off again.
Hopefully this helps. The wicked. Tempest of slashes. The wicked will face judgment.
Now it's hiding inside a tacit discord? Boo!
Don't worry, we'll flush it out. Wind howls, unfettered by bounds. Bad timing. Wind rises. Annihilate. The wicked will face judgment.
You're hiding hide-and-seek game is over.
Time to finish it. I am the Tempest! Tempest of slashes. The wicked will face judgment. A piece of cloth. Looks like something from a gladiator's gear. But why here?
This frequency is something else.
Is it that same muddled scent you mentioned before?
Well, there's got a bit of that smell, but the fabric's frequency is even stronger. It's not giving in. Kinda like a brave gladiator fighting a monster.
I see. That waystone with the missing right arm had a sleeve that was torn.
Why don't we take it to the statue? Maybe it will unlock the next clue.
A power granted rather than earned could never truly be mine. If this power strips me of my will, how can I be sure where my sword will strike? I reject such a gift.
Augusta, I've got a lead. Location's on your terminal. I'll wait for you there.
Copy. On my way.
The clash of battles long past is proof of my unyielding will. Travelers who have braved the path, press onward. Step into the dark, where forsaken truths and forgotten words slumber.
This is a Sonoro! Ah, that muddled smell makes sense now.
A gladiator who fought the dark tide in Murmur's town to his last breath. His frequency still lingers to carry on the fight. Thank you for showing us the way ahead. Augusta, over here.
Is this a Sonoro?
All right, time for Abby's rundown. So, Rover and I were tracking that shadowy monster fella. And I followed its scent right to, this, well, kinda. It's not the exact same scent, it's just really close. It's also kinda muddled.
Right. The frequencies the Black Shores detected in both Murmur's town and from the Sovereign are unusually complex. To track the Sovereign, we'll need to help by isolating a pure dark tide frequency. I wasn't sure where to start, but Abby's been a big help.
Don't mention it. easy.
I assume this is your echo friend, who saved us in the Asphodel Barrens. You have my gratitude.
No biggie.
The level of power it showed is indeed questionable for an echo. But I trust it, as much as I trust you. No need for explanations between allies.
Did you hear that? Through me walk the path of glorious ascension. Through me enter the city of eternal bliss. Yet all who enter must first forsake all hope? Sounds like a song.
Sonoro. What? Let's enter it.
Are we still in Murmur's Town? No. There are small differences.
This is Murmur's Town, only from the past. It was once called Fabianum, the town of gladiators, visited by Fabius, the hero of heroes. But the dark tide claimed it in the end, leaving behind a scar Septimont will never forget.
Augusta, look over there. Are those lingering frequencies from the past?
Let's follow them.
Meine Güte, haben wir das nicht schon oft genug gemacht? Müsst ihr das immer wieder bringen?
I didn't see you.
Schnauze.
It's hovering by those phantoms. More phantoms of the past.
Wow, look over there!
You were there! Oh, you wouldn't believe what...
It's cutting out. I can't hear what it's saying. Rover, that floating thing seems like it's distracted. Something's messing with it. Can't see what. Feels like, I don't know, like there's an invisible wall cutting us.
Another waystone. That can't be just a coincidence. It led us into the Sonoro. Maybe it can lead us out.
You're saying we should use it to leave the Sonoro, and that whatever's messing with us might...
Could be. It's worth...
Can't believe we actually made it out. More hollow figures. So it really was them.
Don't worry. Leave them to me.
This should work. Seems like our little flutter bug has finally come.
Oh, I wish you were there, Angel. Oh, you wouldn't believe what happened. I only ran a few laps with Edric, and guess what? He got so dizzy, he tripped over his own feet and smack! Chipped a tooth! Hold still. I'm trying to get the salve on. Look at you. Black and blue and still grinning like a goat. All right, out with it. What do you do to that thick-skulled Enric this time, huh? You're hurt pretty bad. Guess that means no Oak Hollow then. Not that it matters. I bet there's still nothing there but moss and mud. He was picking on the little ones. I couldn't just stand there and watch. So I told him, Learn how to kneel before asking others to. And couldn't beat him, but still threw down. By the way, I heard things aren't going too well at the Hunter's Den. Ma and Pa haven't come home in days, and the whole town is holding its breath. We ought to return those swords to Uncle Hero too. Anyway, Main's Deep will have to wait a bit longer. It's okay. We'll go after the high tide passes.
Ja, sie ist Augusta in klein, ne?
But what if the whispers are real? And the great resonance ability too? Maybe that's how we end up heroes of heroes. A hero of heroes. That's still what you want? It is. I think everyone in the village wants that. The priestesses say that once you become a hero of heroes, even the dark tide won't scare you. Makes sense. Not just any hero, but the hero of heroes. Feels a long way off for us. But maybe it also means making people smile. If the dark tide disappeared, everyone would be happy. That sounds too easy to be true. But if that's all it takes, you've done it already, Augusta. But skip Enric. Making a louse like him grin shouldn't count.
Augusta. That's me. I guess there's no denying it now. I thought I might keep my foolishness as a child from you.
So Murmur's Town. I mean, Fabian.
Yes. It's been a long time. About Main's Deep and the Oak Hollow?
Yeah.
The name Fabiano once stood for glory. As Septimon's front line against the Dark Tide, it held the honor of receiving legends, like Fabius, Attilius, and Valeria. Perhaps that's why Hero of Heroes' tales always lingered here. The most popular one was the tale of a great journey to Main's Deep, the ruins of an ancient civilization. It was said that if you brought 2 lives, yourself and your sword, you'd be granted entry. And within, you'd hear the unceasing whispers of the legendary heroes. Whispers, they say, capable of awakening resonance ability, as mighty as the hero's own. As for the Oak Hollow, said to lead to Main's Deep, just children's tales. No one ever knew if it was real. But Fabianum never found its hero of heroes. Ever since then, the name was lost, replaced by Murmur's Town. A scar that Septimont refuses to face. The whole town held out until the very end. Yet no aid ever came from the city of Septimont. Later, I heard from the senior gladiators that on the very morning Fabianum fell, most of the Senate lords were still sound asleep in their warm beds. It wasn't the Dark Tide that doomed my hometown, but those in power who were blinded by greed and failed to act. Forgive me. I let my emotions get the better of me. I see. Then perhaps I should spend more time with you, like you once did. Anyway, why did the Sonoro reveal all this to us?
Maybe it's helping us find that, pure dark tide frequency? The scent does feel clearer now.
Or maybe it meant to show us something more.
A soul who endured the dark tide's corruption and still fights to speak the truth. Huh. His spirit deserves to be remembered. I will go to witness that truth with my own eyes. Stay behind me.
Those phantoms up ahead. Looks like they've lost control.
Everyone speak. Angel, stay with me. Just...
Huh? It stopped again. I don't hear anything.
I remember being trapped inside with Angel, surrounded by tacit discord. If it hadn't been for a brave gladiator stepping in and fighting them off with his life, none. Perhaps we recreate what happened back.
But they're just phantoms. How do you...
Again, we'll fight them outside.
All right.
Honor cannot be silenced.
Tacit discords. Over there.
Time to work. In one strike! All glory to Septimont!
Let's return to the Sonara. There's likely something new to see there.
Stay behind me.
Okay.
At least, I'm not...
He's... Thank you.
Und da sie dann ihre erste Waffe bekommen.
Stay close, Angel. It will be all right. It's over by the alley. Let's go this way. Hang in there.
To the lands afar.
Angel, hold my hand.
Stay behind me.
Augusta, are you going to face it alone? No, don't. I promise. I'll get you out of here. No! Hey, you! Evil monster! Why don't you fight me? I'm not scared. Come on, Don't look away. I'm not someone you can ignore. No! Not there! Look at me! I said, look at me! Angel! Angel!
The dark tide answers only to strength. Those without it are doomed to be forsaken, Augusta. My brave yet fragile child. Your strength is far too feeble, unfit to to sate the hunger of the dark tide. You long to become a hero, to reign by might. But tell me, can the throne of glory be claimed by one?
The dark tide paid me no mind. Its target was always Angel, and the whispers, they were real, but not as the legends promised. What I heard were words of cruelty. None of it matters now. Those things belonged. I was a reckless child, a hatchling, flailing with a sword I could barely hold. True. Though back then, I didn't really have a choice. This is Septimont, a place where ideals bow to strength. As a child, I had no desire for power. But in the city of Septimont, if I wished to rise beyond my origin and silence arrogance dressed in fame and fortune, I had no other path. Now, my strength speaks in my stead, and my blade cuts down every slander, all but prejudice. I know well what those parasites in the Senate are plotting. Draped in the temple's name, they manipulate public opinion to secure themselves a place on Capitol. But their absurd schemes betray only fear. Too afraid to face me, they skulk in the shadows, hoping empty prophecies might bring me to my knees. It's not about belief. It's about not fearing them. The dark tide still haunts Septimont. People live in terror of losing their homeland again. And so they cling to the hope of a hero of heroes. As Septimont's effort, I must stay strong and answer their call. A ruler has no right to falter. If my resonance ability raises doubts about my right to rule, then let the true hero of heroes step forth, and if none appear, I will decide whether this title is worthy of the weight of a ruler. One of the prophecies speaks of a hero of heroes, wielding extraordinary power, rising from the dark tides. As I see it, you, Rover, fit that image well. Should it be you? A person of immense strength is either a nemesis or a kindred spirit, both of which are intriguing to me.
Me? Honestly, the thought never crossed my mind. From what I've seen, being a true ruler isn't about having immense strength. Whether that's a powerful resonance ability or sheer might. I've met people from Huanglong to Rinascita who live with real integrity. Their skills and backgrounds were all different, and none of them were perfect. But what defines them isn't strength or anything that can be measured. It's the spirit they were born with. Resilient, unyielding. That can't be stolen. Believe me, Augusta. I see that same spirit in you.
You know once said something similar to me. What happened within the Oak Hollow remains a mystery. All I know is, when I found her, her resonance ability had grown immensely. So powerful that even the dark tide could not withstand it. But she failed to control it. I could do nothing but watch as she transformed into something no longer human.
A dark tide occurrence 16 years ago. Its frequency must have been more stable than it is now. Maybe this is the truth the gladiator spirit is trying to...
powerful wounds. They're gone. Thank goodness. Did the whispers give you their power? Angel.
It's that smell, Rover! The truth. The dark tide. And the pure frequency. Are you certain that's what we're looking for? How could Angel be carrying the dark tide?
If anyone can sniff out the truth, it's Abby. But just to be sure, I'll send the data to Buling once we're out if the Black Shores will give us an answer.
All right.
It's all done, boss. Tethys ran the data through a couple filters, and we've zeroed in on one spot in the hunting grounds. Pretty sure that's where the Sovereign's been hiding. I'm sending you the coordinates now.
So, the frequency we collected really was from the dark tide.
Yeah, looks that way. But this one's weird. It feels still, like undisturbed water. Quiet like it's asleep. Basically, nothing is disturbing it. If I had to describe it, I'd say it's like a reverberation left behind when the dark tide slams headfirst into someone's forte. On its own, it's not as dangerous as the dark tide. But if it got mixed with another forte and stirred up, well, who knows what kind of explosion of power that could cause.
Angel. And the dark tide. Understood. Let's go, Rover. Time to meet our prey. I'll tell the others to meet at that location.
Please hurry, everyone. The anchor stone must be in place before the Sovereign's hunt begins.
Such devotion. Forgive me, but you seem to forget your place, Avidius.
Is that so? Perhaps you'd like to remind me, my lord.
You must be aware of your rather underwhelming performance during the Tyrannos hunt. The Senate's patience is not boundless. It's reserved for those who deserve it. Unless you can present a triumph to match your exploits in Main's Deep, we'll have no choice but to reconsider your candidacy as Septimon's next ruler. Wake up, Avidius. Isn't Mermerstown the very place where your glory began? That, Avidius, is your true arena. Yet here you are, entangled in Augusta's petty concerns, when you could be seizing something far greater.
How very amusing, Lord Falco. You seek a ruler strong enough to lead, yet pliable enough to be led. You'd have better luck finding a needle in the sea. Were I in your position, I'd keep my mouth shut. If Septimont falls, so will your ambitions. And allow me to remind you. I entered Main's Deep because I had no other choice, and my duty as a gladiator demanded it. The blood I shed, the blade I wielded, these were proof of loyalty, not entertainment for the Lords. If that's how you see it, then perhaps it is I who should reconsider this alliance.
How dare you?
Ha! Got some grit, eh? Haven't let ambition cloud your mind. Falco? What are you... Watch out!
He may be under the Hollow Figure's influence. Judging by his behavior, the Dark Tide has already corrupted his mind.
Ja, lass ihn loswerden.
The Anchor Stone is nearly in place. Sir Hercule, would you please take Lord Falco to rest? This isn't far from the entrance to Main's Deep. I remember finding Mizona nearby. It's a herb that helped my companions, and Lord Falco has paid for his pride. As a former hero, he deserves a death free from the Dark Tide's torment. I will do what I can to help. Sir Hercule, please look after him. I'll bring the herb back. I promise it won't take long.
All right. You go do what you believe is right.
How could it be? No. It must be the Dark Tide's illusion. This wall. No. It can't be.
My fellow gladiators, our prey has finally revealed itself. Move to the marked coordinates. It's time to hunt.
Okay, dann machen wir im nächsten Part weiter. Bis dahin. Ciao, Leute.